Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back with our Tennis Manager 25 playthrough, back with Curtis Flaps in his attempts to get to the top of tennis. And it is being tough at the minute. We've had more or less a season and a half where we've really kind of had things relatively easy, not really had any major crises, and have continued to move up the rankings until about halfway through this season, and the wheels have well and truly come off and form is absolutely killing us. Yeah, it is. It feels broken in the game, it really does, and this has been a problem for a while. Let's go and have a look. As always folks, we'll start on this screen and you can see the problem here. Every single attribute has a modifier on it with either a -1 or -2 reduction in form, and this is because due to form, and this is because our form is mediocre. And the problem is looks like it is something that other people are noticing as well. I've seen on some of the Steam forums about this that it is just absolutely impossible once it does tank to get things going in the right direction again. We have tried and tried and tried, and I thought we'd done the right things, but it hasn't worked. I'll show you what I've done, but what we can show you is that we're making good progress in terms of the training, upgrading the stats. But when you're losing this much across all of this stuff, it makes a massive difference. So you saw the very impressive victory over Nicholas Baker in the first round of Wimbledon, and then losing to 5th ranked Jordan Lee. That was fine. I was hoping we could use that as a bit of a springboard beyond that. And actually in the Junior 60 event in Poznan, Poland, straight after that, we got all the way to the final, eventually losing to Mexican Guillermo Narcio. But some good victories in there against players who are ranked inside the top 400, and these are sort of players that we've been losing to recently. So getting through to the final, you would think that would have a big positive effect on form. Well, it was having an effect until we lost the match in the final, and all of a sudden form tanked again. And that's why I think it's a little bit broken, because no matter where you go out in the tournament, it seems to just knock you back anyway. So there's a little bit of a boost by when you win a match, but that only seems to happen once, and then you have a much worse knockback when you get knocked out of the tournament. So you've got to win tournaments consecutively to have any hope at all, and that just doesn't seem right to me at all. In this Junior 100 event, we lost to 176th ranked Michael Savano, 6-2, 7-6. It was unlucky, that 7-6 loss. I thought we were going to get into a third set, didn't quite manage it. A Junior 60 event, got through to a semi-final, and again looked pretty positive, losing to 283rd Linus Anderson. It looks like his name's gone very wrong there, but yeah, so I was pretty pleased with that. But again, losing that match completely tanked form, and that has led us to this Junior 60 loss, where we lost to 331st ranked Fedora Alkatov in 3 sets. So we kind of sit in a bit of a problem area. So in the academy, we've had the upgrade to the balneotherapy room finished, so that's we're getting the bonuses from that, so the recovery bonus and stuff like that. Thing I was going to go for next, we've got £180,000 in the bank. This one here, it looks quite a good one. Game plan mastery bonus of 25%. That feels like that's a real positive thing. Yes, we'll be losing £2,500 a month, but we're making over 30 grand a month. So it feels like we've got to go for these things as well. So that's what we're going to go. The video and tactical room level 1. So that's just going to take a month to do. We should have that ready towards the end of the season. We're at level 2.5 for the Sports Centre, which is pretty awesome as well. So actually, as an academy, they're pretty happy. But as a player, this is the problem we have, is that the goal that we set was to get within the top 50. we're nowhere near that. So not only is Curtis having a bit of an issue with his form, his morale is dropping as well because he doesn't look like he's going to hit that top 50. And altogether, this causes us a bit of a problem. So we're getting out of that today. We are going to be playing in a tournament which is in Shrewsbury, and it is on the adult tour. So let's have a quick look at that. This is the qualifying draw. Curtis Flaps is playing 16th ranked Tommy Samuel. Curtis yet to get a win, I think, at the on the main tour, but this is a nice opportunity in a home event, so I thought it was a good one to come back for. So let's dive in. Let's see if we can get a victory here. Reading on Steam, it sounds like actually you get more of a boost on the adult tour for form than you do elsewhere. So maybe getting some with victories here and making some progress in Shrewsbury might actually have a massive effect on our form if we can do it. So let's see if we can get a win here, and we'll see how far we can go in this tournament. It may well be we get knocked out quickly and easily. That's what's happened previously. So this is the one we're going to watch. He's in excellent form. It's going to be a tough match. Everyone's in better form at the minute. Bet on high return intensity, and Curtis might have a chance of getting through this. Well, we've got our high return intensity. Let's go really high for that. A more aggressive game plan, but it could be a risk to change it. This is something I'm thinking about, and somebody in a previous video, or I think it was on a previous series, actually said you can't expect to take the same game plan as a junior and take that all the way through. You have to kind of modify it or completely change it, and this is what I've got to think about. I've got to try and get that mastery of the second game plan sorted, and then we'll start to tweak that one and see where we can go with that, because it may well be we can use one for certain circumstances, one for different other circumstances. Right, let's dive into the match. Okay, he is anxious and troubled, which is not great. Let's relax him. Okay, we've got him up to reassured, so he's much more relaxed. See what we can get out of this this tournament. Right, let's see what we can do. Well, 1-1, and Curtis is starting very positively. 15-40 up, 1-1, but a bit of a poor return there. Here he goes again. Got another break opportunity. Got to use his power. Good length on that one. He's gone long, so he's got an early break. This is positive. 3-1 up, 30-40 up. And he has done this actually quite a lot, where he's taken a really quick start, but then gets to the business end of the match and just falls apart. Well, here he goes. Into the net, unfortunate. 3-1, back to juice. Second opportunity to get through it. That's just wide. Great serve outlook. Really flat. Great distance on that. And he's up to 4-1. So really positive at the minute. Well, here we go. This is the beginning of the slide. He's got a double break, but it could soon be just a single break very soon. He's love 40 on his own serve. I don't know what this is, why it suddenly changes. Into the net. That's good. But he's got 2 more points to get here. Can he get it with his serve? We're desperately trying to work it on his serve, so it's a much more of a weapon, but at the minute, it doesn't really have that. Oh, into the net. Completely open. 4-2. But it's 4-2, and he's got an advantage here, potentially, to take this to 5-2, and that would just leave him 1 game away, and that would re-establish that double break. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, he's tried to find the rest of the court, and he just panicked and put it wide. 5-2. Right, can he finish this off? He's got a chance here. 5-2, 40-30, serving for the set. A victory here it'll be interesting to see what that is going to do to his form if he can do it. Interesting, we got given that one. That was not, that hit the net. But we got given it. It's a weird bug in the game. Right, first set done. Pretty pleased with that. I don't think we need to change anything. Let's come out. Second set. Well, he's 2-3 down, and it's first opportunity here for the Brit, who's gone wide back to deuce. And he did win that, and now at 3-all he has an advantage on Samuel's serve. Oh wow, it smashed it at him, and it just about got that back, but back to deuce. 5-all, and he's got an advantage. This would be the perfect time to take the break, because then he would just need the next game to finish it off. Second serve. He's got it in. Trading backhands. That's a lovely down the line shot. Come on. He's gone wide. 6-5. This would be a massive one. I don't think he's won at this level before, so this would be huge if he could get it. And he is 40-15 up. 6-5 up. 40-15 up. Can he get the victory that he needs so much? He's got it. 6-2, 7-5. Oh, that is what he needed. All the troubles he's having. Now let's have a look what that's done to his form. Has it had the big boost that we hoped we might see? Well, we have seen a boost. You can see a massive improvement in mentals. In fact, across the board, you can see no longer is he -2 on anything. He's just -1 on a lot of stuff. So that is a definite improvement. So he's got a new match up there. You can see it's mediocre. He's playing Denisov, who is the 7th seed in the second qualifying round. Let's go and have a look, see if we can get him through this one as well. It was so close. He had 3 sets, lost it 6-4, 3-6, 7-6, and lost it right at the end. He had a break up. In fact, he was 3-love up in the final set, looking good, and just kind of fell apart in that final set and lost, I think, 4 consecutive games. Took it to a tiebreak, but didn't really compete in the tiebreak. Struggling in the tiebreak he is, so didn't manage to get it through there. But my hope is that we'll see an improvement in his form after that. Let's have a look. So form is still mediocre. It doesn't look like there's much change. It hasn't gone the wrong way, so it looks like, and I wonder whether this is the case, whether actually losing against higher ranked players is less of a problem than losing against lower ranked players. And the problem is his ranking is artificially high because we played in lots of lower ranked tournaments, and so we boosted that up, and so he's playing against people he doesn't really have much chance to beat. And so every time he loses, he's got a bit of a problem. Right, let's go forward and we'll see how we're going to play in this Junior 60 tournament just in a few weeks. Let's do a bit of training. Let's see what the form does, though, with a week's lot of training. Okay, we are back and ready to go. It's actually been 2 weeks since the last tournament. This is what his form looks like, so it is much better. So he's managed to get it back with that 2 weeks to this state. The problem is, if he loses a match now against anyone at this level, it's going to tank again. So we need to make most of this slight improvement in where he is. Let's see where we are with the tournament that we're playing him. Right, he is top seed here. He's starting out against Tianchang Li. Let's see how he gets on in this first match. Okay, well, we focused on Tianchang's backhand and won through a rather tight game, 6-4, 7-6. It was in straight sets, so that's pretty pleasing. First serve percentage, one of the things I have noted is that in his first season, that was at about 51%. We're now averaging at about 59%, so we're certainly seeing an improvement there. So that's good, isn't it? Next match up is David Moglievsky. What is that flag? Not entirely sure what that is. Let's have a look. Kyrgyzstan. Okay. I did not know there was that many players from Kyrgyzstan. Anyway, he's 463rd in the world. He's only had 20% of wins this season. He's not done particularly well. So let's see if we can get this. You would think we're probably in better form than he is, but I think when it says that, it's talking about the level of form that we've got, so that the not the numbers, but actually the degree of form that we've got, so which is currently weak. Okay, that one was not in any way difficult. 6-3, 6-love victory. That felt a bit of a gimme. Next up, Taiwanese player Yu Min Lin. I think we've played him before. No, we haven't. He's certainly been in and around us with the tournament. So, see here, it's going to be a tough match. He's still in better form than us. High return intensity, and will target his backhand. Right, see how we do. This one, however, did not go Curtis's way, losing 6-7, 6-2, 4, 6, losing 7-6, 2-6, 6-4. So, yeah, frustrations. So we're going to have a look what that does to his form, because it really does seem to have a massive effect. Have a look at this. So you can see here, form has just completely evaporated across. Not as bad as it's been, which is interesting, but still, he's down 2s and 1s across a lot of his attributes there. So got through to a quarterfinal, which is pretty good. But again, we need to be doing a little bit better than this. We're not really progressing. Okay, folks, we are in week 41. I'm going to come back for the week 45 in the Valley, wherever that is, and we'll see the end of the season. We'll kind of go through that. We're not going to reach his goal. Not sure whether that's going to be a problem, but we have clicked the button that he is going to be at this academy for his whole career, so he can't leave, which is good. But next season, we have to do so much better. If you've got any thoughts on how to improve form or anything like that, let me know in the comments. If you are enjoying this series, please hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.